What is Synergy Gaming? I know you guys have been watching the live streams lately and you always hear me saying the word Synergy Gaming or Synergy, something Synergy related. Now I wanted to explain what this is, guys. I'm not sure if many of you know, but in the present state of the channel, Caboose has been one of the most helpful people out of everybody right now because he's been doing a lot of various things. So I wanted to go into detail in explaining this because I did post a video about this a while ago, but it only got about 50 views, so I don't think people really know what it is. Caboose was happening to watch some live streams on Twitch.tv at the time, and he ran into this one guy streaming, and he was like, he was just starting off, like it was his first stream he ever did almost, and he was basically saying like, yeah, I'm going to work, and I'm getting sponsored by GameStop, and going to be doing a world record event of when Halo 4 releases. And he was also involved with MOG, I'm sorry. So Caboose kind of contacted me and was like, hey dude, I met this guy, he's really chilly, he plays on a Minecraft PvP server, you can come join us. So then I joined him, and I was watching a stream, and we were PvPing on, at the time it was called Raidcraft, but they went under. And it was a really cool, just getting to know the guy, hanging out, doing some PvP, which is really why my server turned into PvP, because I got introduced to it through Raidcraft and through them, which is why I kind of grew to love PvP. But, so yeah, we got to know these guys a little bit, and then, Hytrin, the guy that I met when he was streaming, he said, yeah, we got the sponsorship with GameStop, and we were actually going to be doing a live stream for the Halo 4 when it releases. Now, basically what the thing is, it's a Guinness Book of World Record attempt to stream for the current time. The Guinness World Record time is 52 hours non-stop. They're going to be going for 60 hours at least. And guys, I was talking to them, I got to know them a bit, and basically I am now part of the team, I guess you could say. I mean, I haven't talked to Hytrin about it, but Hacksure, the other guy, what happened was when I met him, he needed to get out of the military because he was actually just finishing up. And basically, they were telling me all these really cool plans and all these things that they have in mind. And I was like, well, geez, I can help out with a lot with that because with my YouTube experience, I can network very well. I understand how it works. So I figured, I mean, why not try to get to know these guys and help them out in any way, shape, or form that I can. And, if I can get some promotional through this myself, I'll definitely take that. But, I'll do what I can to try to get them some, help. So, as time goes by, I'm not thinking about it too much because it really doesn't seem to be, one of those things. It seems like it's impossible. Like, oh my god, these guys are really going to do this. But then, they dropped me a message saying, yeah, we got a couple sponsors already. I was like, what? So, as of right now, they have a few sponsors. They have GameStop sponsoring them, which is the first one they got. They now have Gamer Grub, which is a food company. They usually do snacks for gamers, obviously, by the name. And they just recently got NOS Energy Drink. And then on top of that, they got TTE Sports. And this one is a funny story behind it. But real quick, I wanted to say that they're going to be streaming the event on Twitch, and they messaged Twitch, and they're actually going to have the homepage for 3 days in a row of them doing the stream. So it's going to be a big deal. They're going to be on the front page of Twitch. They have a bunch of companies already behind them, and I'm hoping we can get some more behind them. But to go back to TTE Sports, it was kind of a weird coincidence. TGN, if you don't know who they are, they're a big YouTube partnering thing, much like Machinima. And they had a guy who was basically, when Diablo 3 released, he said he was going to go for a world record attempt. He was going to try to do 120 hours of gaming nonstop. But I watched the event, and unfortunately, he got sick in like the first hour or two. Like literally, he started vomiting. It was pretty bad. So he had to stop right there because he didn't want to end up getting sick and ruining everything. But it was kind of weird because I got into contact with him before he started the event. I was like, hey dude, I'd be glad to help in any way, shape, or form because we're kind of doing the same thing. If you want anybody to party up with in Diablo 3, or if you want somebody like read comments or just help you out in some way or give you some promotional ability, I can do that for you. It was like, yeah, sure, he gave me his Skype information. Then he created a group chat. It was kind of weird. So in the group chat was one of the sponsors, and it was the guy who was for TTE. And TTE is actually Thermal Take, which does it's a pretty big like gaming headset, computer gaming type company. So it was pretty cool, and then I got into contact him, and then I was like, yeah, these guys are also doing a world record event. They're not, they're doing it for Halo 4 world record. Would you like to sponsor them? I can get you in contact with one of the people who are, who can give you the official word. I'm just a spokesperson, really, at the moment. I was like, yeah, sure, drop me a message. So, yeah, they got into contact, they chatted, and they got the sponsorship, so it was pretty cool. And I was just like, oh, man, I actually helped out in a pretty big way. But, you know, right now there's those 5 sponsors, and they're still dropping a few people messages. But the event is going to be quite an interesting one. I don't want to reveal too much right now, but all I know is, like I'll say right now, is that it's going to be in Austin, Texas at GameStop. It's going to be the very midnight release of it. So guys, if you really do want to support everybody, go visit that stream. It's going to be a big deal, guys. I mean, I can guarantee there's probably going to be at least 3,000 people watching, and that's probably in halfway through the stream, that is, if they can keep going, because as we all know, if you game for a long period of time, sometimes you can have some medical ailments, just like the guy who was in Japan, I believe. He was streaming, or he wasn't streaming, he was playing Diablo for 40 hours straight, and he died. But the thing is, though, is that people don't take into consideration is that when you do these types of things, you need to be moving around your feet, your hands. They need to be constantly moving around. And, you know, you need to be constantly eating and feeding your body. And so I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I'm going to be down there in Texas, I believe, unless some sort of accident or something is forcing me to stay here. I should be down there in the stream, guys. And right now, on top of that too, we have a few YouTube sponsorships. I believe we have Halo 4 follower. I have to contact him again. We have Naked Halo. He's been doing a lot of involvement, getting really involved in the Halo 4 community. And then I dropped a couple other people messages, but I'm still waiting to hear. Another guy we have is Ninja. If you don't know him, he streams on Twitch all the time. His name's like Ninja Hyper on YouTube, and he's pretty big in the YouTube community, and he's and pretty big in the MLG community. So it's a lot of really cool things happening, guys. And I got a feeling that, you know, you may want to stay tuned with me, because I'm gonna try as best as I can to give these guys as much of my help as possible, because this is the next part, which is they're opening up a gaming house. Now, basically what that means is they're gonna have a house much akin to what I believe Athene does, but they're going to be a little bit more open, not really closed off. And basically, we're going to have a big monitor set up, a bunch of gaming computers with Xboxes, PS3s, everything hooked up together, and they're going to basically be streaming all the time. And that's one of the things that I should be there to be able to help them with, is doing lots of streams at their house and such. So it'll be pretty cool. And on top of that, you know, they're going to invite teams to come in there and practice if they need them to, like local teams for competitors and such. And it's really just a cool idea. And if you didn't know already, they have a website up. I've always linked it in the description of the videos below. And, you know, it's thesynergygamehouse.com. Now, one of the cool things about the two things that are cool, actually, I'm sorry, is that they have 2 really cool features on the site. There is a stream feature, and then there's a forum. The forum is just a forum, but it's really cool because it's a very big forum, a lot of diversity in what you want to talk about. Right now, it's not too big, but it's kind of slowly getting its own growth. But the streaming thing is the coolest thing by far on the site right now. Next to each person streaming, they have a huge list of people who are pretty big streamers that are streaming. They have a button. If that button is green, it means they are currently online and streaming. If it's red, they're currently offline. It's a really cool website, guys, and I do hope that you come and join us for the live stream event and stay more in tune with this, because this is a big deal. And when Halo 4 comes around, if I can get away from them for a little bit, I'm going to be doing my own stream on the side. I'm going to do glitch finding, and it's just going to be really cool, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the gameplay, although I thought it was kind of fitting to put Call of Duty in a Halo-related thing, but whatever. So just stay tuned, guys, and a lot of cool stuff will be coming up, man.